Hello everyone. Welcome to a new series. It's called The Last Campfire. And we can learn some English with it. Really quick, I'm going to try to... Music's a little loud. Narrator. There is a narrator. Interesting. Let's do US. Okay. This is a puzzle game developed by Hello Games. They're more famous for having made No Man's Sky, which is a really fun game as well. I'm hopeful that the level of English in this game will be a little easier. And it should be somewhat relaxing and fun solving some puzzles. So, let's get into it. Normal mode or explore mode? Normal mode. Okay, we have someone on a boat rowing through a river. Rowing. Looks like they're exploring. They have some sort of light on their head. Looks like there's several of them. And then this one here looks different than the other ones. He looks like he's being left behind. They're going fast and he's not. So statues and some torches. This is a horn. He's playing some sort of sound with it. The gate opened. Little bird. Uh-oh, he lost his oar. Oh no, so he can't get back to his friends. Without an oar, you can't really steer your boat. Uh-oh. Some vines are growing up. Or maybe roots. I guess they're roots. He's lost.
There is a place where the lost embers go.
Okay. There's a place where the lost embers go.
As their light begins to fade.
Embers are what kind of, like little sparks that come out of a fire. They're like burning things, and they usually float in the air out of a fire. Okay. Looks like we were sleeping and then we woke up. Okay.
Ember stood still, unable to face what was to come.
Okay, so Ember in this case seems to be our character's name. We're on some sort of, I would call this a pedestal. And there's lots of these are boats, and they have run aground. They're not in the water. And there's 3 statues. There's this statue, And then this one looks like it's broken. It looks like it was a statue and it broke and fell. Okay, just making sure there's not any. Let's go keep walking down this path. Here's another statue that has fallen over. It's fallen.
The wall glistened.
So when something glistens, it means that it is wet or shiny, and the light bounces off of it, and it's glistening when that happens. So there's something to look at here.
The painting showed embers on a sacred journey.
So I guess embers seem to be whatever our creature is, whatever our character, his species is an ember, I guess. This is some sort of painting or mural that seems to show the path we need to take to get to the big flame. This looks like a big flame here. Sacred journey, like a pilgrimage, so some sort of journey from here to here that is sacred, which means holy, means really important. This seems to be a hint of what we're going to have to do, if I had to guess. Let's go down these stairs. Keep walking. What's going on here?
Ember felt so afraid and alone.
So we've got a dead body, it looks like, a decomposed corpse. So decomposed meaning there's no more flesh, it's just bone left.
That it was a relief to find someone to talk to.
Yep.
Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away. When I noticed a small satchel.
So this little bag here is a satchel. You put stuff inside of it. It's maybe something to help us on our journey. Feels sad for the dead thing. Stranger's satchel. Stranger is someone who don't know.
Ember looked inside.
Okay.
The statue shone brightly in the light.
Golden figure. Looks like the statues we've seen around already. Okay. Maybe we can place the statue here.
There was a symbol on the floor.
Symbol. It looks like fire to me. How do we access the statue?
There was a symbol on the floor.
Okay, this is some sort of puzzle. I don't know.
There was a symbol on the floor.
Okay. So this shows us what's in our inventory. Is there anything we can do with it? Let's go up here.
Ember noticed something wrong.
The symbol is upside down, so maybe we need to turn it to be right side up. Okay, we're rotating it clockwise. There we go. Yeah, and now it matches the symbol on the floor behind us. Okay. These things, they're called braziers. basically just places where there's fire. If there's smaller, thinner ones would be called torches, but because they're so big, you would call it a brazier.
There was a round space where something used to fit.
I wonder if we could...
The embers of light, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Okay. Hold A to pick up a piece. Okay, so we have to... This is a classic puzzle, so we have to slide to get to that, to get to this glowing square. So I'm guessing... Seems pretty simple. Okay. Solve the puzzle. Door is sliding down. Okay. First puzzle solved. Let's go through the door.
Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark.
He feels bad for that dead body.
The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over.
Okay.
They pushed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar.
Okay. We're in some sort of forest. Unfamiliar, so we don't recognize it. Let's follow this little bird. Some sort of gateway or an arch is what I would call this. Let's go through here. Seems like we're supposed to follow that bird. It's dropping feathers as it goes.
Ember felt like they were being watched.
Uh-oh. I just saw there's a little fox down there. We might have to run here. Let's see.
The path was blocked.
This path is blocked. We can't go through. Let's keep going this way. You can dash with this. Some sort of cage. This is a cage. And there's like a glowing flame of some kind inside of it.
As Ember approached, the flame seemed to call out.
It's calling to him. It's saying, hello. Interesting. The guiding light, discovering a purpose. So we have this is a puzzle.
With a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin.
Okay. We have some sort of... Okay, when you take that off, that falls. And then if you put it over here, what happens? Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah, okay. That lets us go up here.
The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
It's like a... I don't know what you would call this. Like a lever, I guess, to pull on. Okay. This part of the staircase is sliding over. So I'm guessing we need to get both pieces. This is a chain. Big chain. And we can climb down it, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. And then now, let's place this statue, I guess you'd call it, on this pedestal here. This This big piece of rock comes up. Now we can climb. This is called climbing. Oh, but we have a statue in the way. How do we get around it? Oh, I see. We can't go that way. Climb back down. Now we can go up the chain. Climb the chain. And we can walk across here. And then pull this lever.
Hope was almost within reach.
Slides the second part of the staircase into position. And then we can walk up it to the caged flame.
The flame spoke and Ember listened.
Okay, we solved that. These two statues slid apart, allowing us to go through them. Okay. Let's keep walking.
The flame lingered ahead.
So for something to linger, it means it's staying there. It's not moving, it's just there. I think we're gonna have to follow it.
Was it trying to escape?
It's avoiding us, it's going away, it's running away from us.
Or leading away?
We have to climb again. It's leading us to something here. Interesting. This person's being reanimated. They're coming back to life.
The campfire flickered into life.
Okay, I'm guessing this is the titular Last Campfire. We have a spirit.
The ghost spoke.
A ghost.
Hope has returned to a forlorn.
So a forlorn is someone who has been forgotten. They're gone. They're forlorn.
I will warm them until they choose to move on.
He's the spirit of the campfire, I'm guessing.
Ember looked to the ghost for answers.
Where am I?
This is a place between places.
It's a
To
place
travel
between
through
places.
as your light fades. But none have passed on in a long time.
So we're in between lives. We're like in a purgatory, so to speak.
The Forest King now holds us here.
Guessing this is the bad guy, the Forest King. He's not letting anyone escape.
And those who linger will turn forlorn.
Okay. So those who stay here will turn forlorn. They'll become lost.
Again that word, forlorn.
You can ask which. Let's ask what forlorn means.
The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path.
So they've lost their way.
If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them.
Okay. Who are you?
I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame.
So he's a guide is someone who shows you the way. He's like, go that way, go that way. And then to fan a flame means to give air to a fire and it gets bigger and bigger. It's fanning a flame.
So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help.
So he's seen a lot of lost embers and he couldn't help them all.
Ember thought of those they loved, those they left behind.
Let's say we want to help others.
There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn.
Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn. So he's giving us clues. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't go around the back. 5 and 6. So it looks like there's probably 6 people that we need to rescue in order to make progress. There's a forlorn right there. This is a grassy cliff, and it looks like a person like the person at the fire here who needs to... They're dead, but they need to be reanimated, brought back to life. So how do we get to them? Maybe we can go... Nope, we have to go around. Let's go this way. It looks like it might lead to them. Another archway or a gate. Okay, we're back in the forest. Grassy path to walk along. The pond. Here's some little creatures or something. Okay. These are called lily pads. They're usually not this big, unless maybe we're really small. They're usually only about like that big in real life, maybe a little. So it'd be hard to float on them. Okay. That looks like it might be another forlorn person. Okay, so we can't... The chain is up. We need to somehow bring it down. Okay, we can't get across. Is there a way... Okay, that's a cave. Okay, we can go through the cave. We're in some sort of cave now. This is called a cobweb right here. There's another cobweb right here. Ooh, they looks like they get stuck on you. Cobwebs are left by spiders. Here we have some sort of switch. Let's see what happens if we turn the switch. Okay, it raises a platform of some kind. Now we go... Doesn't look like we can go anywhere else. There's water here. We can't cross the water. There must be another way around. Let's go back out. Now we still can't go across that, so we need to find another way. Let's go back around the pond. There's another little dock. I would call this little wooden thing a dock.
Barely visible through the murky water was the shadow of something hiding.
Murky water means it's like water that's very cloudy, like you can't see into it. It's obscure.
And on a small pier with barely a sound, a lonely fisherman sat.
Okay, so he's snoring. He's going... Snoring is what he's doing. And he's a fisherman. He catches fish. He goes... Catches fish. This thing is some sort of like a bulb of a plant. It needs to... It looks like it opens, but I'm not sure. Let's go back around. A little thing to climb up here. That tree looks like it needs to fall and create a bridge for us, but we probably have to go around the other side. Let's go through this gateway here. Okay. Another pond. This little thing's like a frog. Okay, he's gone. Looks like he hides from you. More frogs. Little pathway, and then a frog statue on the next little island, I guess you'd call that. Let's go up this pathway. Another statue. Ah! We can take this frog statue, and maybe we can drop it here. Okay. It causes a new cave to open. Let's go through the cave. Cave of Solitude. Solitude is being alone. So it's the act of being alone. We have a forlorn here. Can we reanimate them? Okay, we need to solve a puzzle to reanimate them. This
The
puzzle's
stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
It's a maze. Looks like we can push these. These are giant wheels. Let's see what happens if we push one. Ah, I see. It fills the gaps, and then we can walk across. This looks like we can turn it. What happens if we turn it? Ah, I see. Okay. This is a ladder that we just went up, and here's some stairs. We need to push this off, I'm guessing. And then... can we rotate this again? Okay. And then we can pull this. And then push this here. Does that help us? I'm not sure if that helps us. So this is a lever. When I'm pulling and pushing, it's a lever, and it causes these bridges. These things are called bridges to turn. So
It was hard to make sense of this place.
So that looks like we could... I don't know. We can go across this like this. Does that help us? We can do this, and then push this. No, that doesn't help us either. Let's see what else we can do on this side. So what we need here, hold on 1 second. We need to make one of these wheels come down here. But we can't pull it any further because we're blocked. So can we push it? It doesn't help us. How do we get that over here? There must be a way. I'm not very good at these puzzles. Okay, that can't be moved. So let's push this one over here. Does that help us? Not sure. Let's continue to try. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I see it. We have to bring this one over here. Turn this again, and then we can stack them on top of each other, I believe. Stack them, put them on top of each other. I think that's what we can do. And then now we can place them on this. Push it across here. And then we can bring this one here. Oops. Pull this one to here. And then use that to get across here. And before we do that, I need to move that furthest wheel back so that we can push it. Okay. It's a cute little puzzle. Push this one into the hole, to the gap, and then push this. And then we have to go back around. Create the bridge to go across here. And then we can use this ladder to go up to the flame. Okay. That was fun. We have another flame now. And it should reanimate our friend here. Reanimate, come back to life.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
So to be hoarse means that you haven't used your voice in a long time.
So it kind of sounds like this.
When your voice is hoarse, it means,
Oh, it hasn't been used in a while.
like, so he's been dead for a long time.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
He just needs to rest for a little while. That in the background there, the thing that's turning, is called a water wheel. It uses water to generate electricity or power. These things on the left and right here are pipes. They carry water through them. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else we can do for him at the moment. This is blocked. We can't go that way. There's a person standing here. Let's talk to them.
The ember was curious. Where did you wake up? I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think.
Crossroads are when two roads cross like this.
I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place.
A nest is like, it's where birds put their eggs in a tree. It's also, in this sense, it seems to be a safe place, like a home. Okay. The pond. Okay, we're back in the pond, but we're above it. Can we make this tree fall? Yeah, then create a bridge. Okay, let's wake up the fisherman.
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
So murmuring is talking really quietly, like... That's murmuring. And sorrowful means sad, like, oh, he's so sad. Got another puzzle.
The fisherman felt so useless.
Okay.
His former joys were hollow.
So can we turn this? How do we... This looks like a face and it's blowing air. Not sure what that is about.
Sitting out there every day by the pond.
Okay.
Only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered.
Another ember? Or another, flame? Oh, I see. And we have to take it back up.
A thought beating like a drum.
It will blow out. If I'm guessing, when you have a fire and you blow it out.
Went round and round. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder.
How do we do this?
Ember couldn't hold on.
Okay, so that's gonna blow out the... How do we get around it? This is a puzzle where you have to get the... We have to get the flame all the way back up to the fisherman without it blowing out, without it becoming extinguished. How can I put you down right here? No, he's still gonna blow it out. Let's put it down here. It doesn't let me put it on the stairs. Oh, I see. And then you go around. Let's grab the flame. And then we'll put it here. And then... Okay. And then he won't blow out the flame. Okay, then we have to put it here. And this one will be a little trickier, I'm guessing. To keep moving it around and placing it by his side so he won't blow it out. And then once he's facing that way, then he won't blow it out. Okay. We have the flame. Let's bring it back to the fisherman, who's very sad, and give it to him. He's waking up. He's reanimating. He has like... I just noticed his hat is a fish.
For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful.
He's a big beard. Big white beard.
The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond. A big one.
There's a big frog in the pond.
Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort.
So he's been friends with him
Spent
since he's a
every
baby.
day side by side.
Tell me more.
So much better at fishing than me, that frog is. Catches them before I can bait them.
So the frog catches the fish before he can use his bait on his pole to catch them?
It makes me feel useless some days. the fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this.
He feels
The
useless.
old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, at Ember. Well, listen to me here, rambling on and on.
Well, listen to me here.
It helps, though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
So he'll help us catch something with his rod. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop it here for now. It's a little short of an episode, but I don't want to get too involved with anything before we do anything else. Now, the trick is to see if it'll save our progress. But anyways, I'm hoping that this series is going to be a lot easier. There isn't as much dialogue. A lot of it is very visual, so I think the level of English in this series will be more geared towards beginners, maybe low intermediate. I'll also do my best to speak a little slower and enunciate my words more properly. It should give a nice contrast to some of the other series on this channel that have maybe some more advanced grammar. The only thing I think that might be a little tricky in this game is that the narrator, in my ear, the narrator sounds British. I don't speak a British accent of English, obviously. I have an American accent, a Midwest accent specifically. And at times she uses words that I wouldn't use or says them in ways that I wouldn't say them, but it is good to get some practice listening to those kinds of accents as well. Especially if you live in Europe, you're more likely to encounter that type of English accent as opposed to the accent I speak. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all had a good time, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye.